Shiva, sitting up in the mountain in meditation, felt a disturbance in the force. Like, something's up. So what he did is he ripped out one of his dreadlocks, dropped it down into the earth, and it turned into a snake, which slithered down through the mountain, down through the earth, and into Daksha's kingdom, and appeared out of the ground in front of Daksha as the great warrior Veerabhadra. The Veerabhadra rose up out of the ground, took out his sword, and chopped off Daksha's head, picked up his head, and placed it on a stake for all to see what happens when you mess with Shiva. We've made it to Thailand. Despite all the circumstances back in New York with my mama, who is still not doing well, we have decided to come to Koh Samui and see this 300-hour training through with our good friends Bri and Dice. It has been a few weeks since the motorbike accident, and very happy to report that things are healing well, as you can see. Leg is doing a whole lot better. Shoulder
looking good.
All little bumps and bruises are becoming a somewhat distant memory. Still in the healing process, but so much better than I was last month. Despite my mama not feeling well and none of us really knowing what's going on with her just yet, it was really important for us to see this training through and commit to what we had intended to do a long time ago now. We both know that if my mama were well, she wouldn't want us to be anywhere else. She knows how much we love teaching yoga and teaching teachers and holding space and building community. She's been to a lot of our classes and workshops in the past, and we know that she's so proud of what we do. And so we know that if she were well, she'd want us to be here. So part of the motivation to be here now to run this training is for Mama Mimi.
Yeah. This one's for you, Mimi. After the accident, we've gone through such an intense period of the initial darkness and what ifs and just putting things into perspective as to who we are and what we're doing in the world. And in the midst of all of that, back in Rishikesh, to receive the news about Claudine's mom was heartbreaking. And so we rushed over to New York, and as challenging and difficult as the whole situation is, coming together with the family was actually very special and very sacred. And it gave us the impulse and the strength to come out here to Thailand and to do what we do best, to be teachers' teachers, to be able to support and to be able to express our vulnerability, our honesty, our authenticity about who we are, what is going on in our life, and use that as a lesson, as a framework for how we can teach, how we can help other people, how we can empower each other to stand together and to be able to overcome any obstacle that life may throw at us.
It's week 2 at the Beyond Bryce 300-hour teacher training, and we are now in a really good rhythm with this whole group. The first week was all about foundations and setting the container and getting to know everyone, for us to get to know them and for the group to get to know us too. What was extra special for me at the start of this training was to share with everybody about our motorcycle accident and how I'm healing, and also everything that's going on with my mom back in New York. So I felt like I had the space to be vulnerable, to cry in front of the group on day 1, and to give everyone else the permission to just be themselves and be vulnerable and be in whatever process they're going through without needing to put up a facade of everything being okay.
When we began day 1 and 2, it took a little while to land from New York, and just the emotional exhaustion that we went through. But I must say, I mean, every training is very special and all groups are special, but we have felt so incredibly supported by everybody here. And it's a large group, which is always an unknown as to how we're going to gel together. But from the moment we sit down in a circle and we shared about ourselves and allowed them to share about themselves, we just kind of like stepped into the experience as a family from day 1. So after the first week now, it's just been incredible to see everybody work so well and just give everything so much attention and dedication. So I can't wait for week 2 to kick off.
I just want to laugh until I can't breathe. Midnight moonlight dancing, never get enough sleep. Oh, the whole night through. And we could count the distant tumbling stars from the roof of our cars, letting go of our hearts. Close your eyes, pretend that it's your first kiss. Darling, can you feel it? Oh, so ignorant bliss. Oh, the whole night through. 'Cause we don't wanna grow up. We just wanna be young. Play and make believe. Come and rescue me. Feel the sun on my skin and scream. We don't wanna grow up. We just wanna.
The training has been amazing, but with a group of 60 people, it's a lot of energy to be around and to manage. And so today's our day off, and we're looking forward to having a totally different experience. Honza and I are taking Sofie to an elephant sanctuary on the island, and we're so excited.
Shallow waters, don't jump, don't try to swim.
We've been doing some research about elephants in Thailand, and there's been a long history of elephants being ridden and used for labor in all kinds of ways that really wrecks their bodies. And so we've done our homework, and the place that we're going to is a sanctuary for elephants.
Sometimes I want to drown, I want to dive head first, but shallow water.
The elephants in the sanctuary are happy and free, and they're being rehabilitated into a natural wild life, just like the ones they were born into. Elephants are so revered in Thailand, and so it feels really good to be a part of the change and the recognition that they deserve to be cared for and honored as the incredible animals that they are.
And since it's Sofie's all-time favorite animal, we can't wait to see her meet one in real life for the very first time.
Let's go see the elephants.
Wow, there's
Ready?
one.
Let's go.
Here's me.
Okay.
Hello.
See the elephant?
Hi.
faces? Oh my gosh. Go a little closer. Is he eating a banana? Covered in mud. Wow. How cool. Elephant. He's so beautiful. Say, I love you. Elephant. Elephant that we're seeing now can only see out of one eye. When she was in captivity, her owner basically just hit her with the hook a number of times in her eyes, so she can only see out of one eye now. Her back is in, well, she was ridden for so long that her back is pretty messed up from the weight of the chair and people riding on her for years and years and years. But she's in a good place. She gets to swim and she's fed well and cared for by people who have her best interest in mind and her having a long life for as long as she's around here on this earth. What we've learned from this visit is that there are fewer and fewer elephants left in Thailand, and there's been a long history of them being used as tools for work, for logging, for entertainment, and it really needs to stop. What we've learned is that there are still people out there who aren't educated about what's happening, and so we want to educate ourselves more and spread the word about how important it is to care for all animals on this planet, to treat them with love and respect and compassion, because if we don't, then they're not going to be around much longer. And we want our children and our children's children to be able to experience these majestic animals in person. I'm excited about not knowing what's next. Just waiting to see.
We would like to express our gratitude and our appreciation to all of you who have followed us and our journey from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for taking the time to listen to us and to be with us, to watch us. And also we want to extend our thanks to all the teachers, all the activists that we have encountered along the way, all the people who are driven and on a mission to do good in the world, to make the world a better place.
Capturing our life and our story and our family has been this awesome adventure into the beauty and love that abounds in this world. And there's an abundance of it, and I've felt it so deeply in living it and feeling wide awake to it all, waking up even more and riding the waves, the highs and the lows. It's been it's been so uplifting and also so draining at times, but it's been totally magical. And I wouldn't change a thing.
What we have learned from this experience is, regardless of the amount of negative news and reports about what goes on in the world is actually full of incredible, beautiful human beings who are trying to connect and do something not only for ourselves but for the planet. And we would encourage all of you to get out there in the world and experience it for yourself.
Our final note would be that there are so many great things happening in the world, as Honza said, and the more we can find those pockets of beauty, find the places where the light gets into the darkness, and get in the way of all good things. Literally put yourself in the path of goodness. You'll attract more and more good people and people who want to help and support your mission, and vice versa, whatever it is you're doing in the world. For now, see you later.
Namaste.
Namaste. Since we last shared about Mimi, there's been an incredible update. She is coming back. She's woken up out of this fog that she's been in for a number of weeks, months, and it's nothing short of a miracle.
She remains a medical mystery. No one really knows where she went for 7 weeks. She cannot remember, but the most important thing is she's back here. She regained her consciousness. She's going through some physiotherapy to regain her strength, but at this point in time she's just back, which is incredible. Because I mean, we remain hopeful, but being under the guidance of the medical staff, no one really gave us any hope that this would potentially be the outcome. So it's just unbelievable.
We want to thank you all out there for your love and your support and your blessings and well wishes. We both feel that all the positive vibrations here and everywhere have helped to bring this miracle to fruition and to bring our mama back into our family, into our lives. So thank you all for your support.
Thank you.